welcome to part 3 of 4, Learn Chinese with Friends, the one with the rumor. Again, our goal is for you to be able to dub and understand the clip in 3 steps. Step 1, watch me dub in Chinese. Step 2, clip breakdown. Step 3 is your turn to dub. Now, again, step 1 is watch me dub. So go to the video that has the clip all dubbed. And now we'll skip to step 2, which is breakdown of the scene. Okay, so this is where we last left off.
Ross. No need to point. She knows who Ross is.
Okay, so let's just finish off that last line. So that's where we left off last time, and now we're just going to go straight into the next clip.
So you were in an I Hate Rachel club?
Yes, he was. No.
So who else was in this club?
Actually, there was also that exchange student from Thailand, but I don't think he knew what it was.
So Ross, we went out for...
Okay, so let's stop that there and go through those couple of sentences. Just a recap, commonly used phrases purple, names is yellow, matching would be blue. So Rachel says, you know, you were in an I Hate Rachel club. So again, 你 and you are matching, were in and 加入了. And I think we went through this in a video before, but they don't entirely match up, but in this context it does. And 我恨Rachel 社 is I hate Rachel club is 我恨 Rachel 社. And yeah, so that's the pinyin here. And then Will says, yes, he was, which is 没错, which is, you know, not wrong. And we also talked about that earlier. Ross says, no, 不要. These two words don't exactly match up just because 不要 means I don't want to, but, you know, in the whole context of things, this is basically what it means. Then Rachel says, so, who else was in this club? So who else and 还有谁 match up? 加入了 was in. So 加入了 means to join, but you know, we can just pass off with, we can just approximately was in, and 加入了 is same in here. 你们的社团 你们的社团 actually means your club, but we can just say this club and 社团 match up. Okay, so then Ross says, actually, there was also that exchange student from Thailand, but I don't think he knew what it was. So there's no direct translation for actually in this word. There was also that. Now, exchange student and 交换学生 match up. From Thailand is 来自泰国. So from Thailand and from 来自泰国. So these 4 characters need to be read together. Match up. But I've highlighted 来自 in purple because 来自 is a very frequently used word, and we're going to look at that a bit later. But I don't think he knew what it was. 但我 but I 但我 and but I match up. 想 他不知道. So don't 不知道 means don't know. Don't think he knew what it was. 那是怎么一回事 is kind of like what it was. So now let's look at this first word, which is 来自, as I said before. It's a very commonly used, 来自 is a very commonly used word. Ross says 来自 is 来自泰国, right? So in here, we can see that 来自 is in this video. This is a Chinese video. She's this person who's introducing herself on a show. And what 11:36? So I've skipped a bit here. 11:36, and she's introducing herself to the show.
大家好，我是来自中国三大黑土地之一黑龙江海伦市的。
Okay, so at 11:36, sorry.
大家好，我是来。
So at 11:35/36, you can see that she says, 我是来自世界三大黑土地之一, blah 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 blah. So she's qualified it a little bit. Now that's how you would use it. So if you were to go like on a show, you'd be like, 我是来自澳大利亚的雪梨, which is like I'm from Australia's like Sydney in Australia. And now when she says 三大黑土地之一, now I actually didn't know what 三大黑土地之一, but as an FYI, it just means I had to Baidu search this. Is basically a piece of land where it is 形状好, 肥力高, 非常适合植物生长的土壤, which is saying that it's basically a very fertile, enriched piece of land. And apparently, 全世界仅有4大块黑土地区. So apparently, there's only 4 of these regions in the world. 分别是乌克兰的乌克兰平原、美国的密西西比平原 and 中国的东北平原以及 blah 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 阿根廷. Yep, so Argentina also has one. But yeah, so basically this girl is saying that 我是来自世界上世界三大黑土地之一. So one of these, fertile pieces of land, which is like she's from the Dongbei area, is what she's saying. Okay, so the next commonly used word is 交换学生. Now, 交换学生 is exchange student. We're just gonna see this word being used in a different clip. And this clip is a cartoon. It's Queen Sophia. So I've chosen this clip, and if we just look at here.
将各自派出一名学生进行交换学习。我们为什么这么做？这样一来，
Okay, so basically,
为什么这么做？这样一来，相换学习。我们为什么这么做？这样一来，进行交换。
Okay, so at 11 seconds, basically the person saying, 乡村学校和皇家预备学院将来自派出一名学生进行交换学习. So what she's saying is, the teacher's saying is, okay, this school is going to take one student, and this other school is going to take one student, and then we're going to do exchange learning. And one of, I don't really know the characters in Queen Sophia, Princess Sophia, sorry.
换学习，我们为什么这么做？这样一来，
And then the person's like, oh, so what we're gonna do?
来乡村学生能对皇室有更深入的认识，而皇室成员也可以更了解。
And then she's just like, oh, this is because, this school will better understand that school, and that school will better understand this school. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, 交换学生. And then Rachel says, so Ross, we went out for 2 years and you never told me you were in an I Hate Rachel club. So again, 罗斯 is yellow. 我们 is woman, and we match up. 交往了 so 交往了 is went out. 交往了 is went out. So these actually went out. So 交往了2年. 2年 is 2 years, match up. And you never told me. 你没有告诉我. And you never told me, match up. 没有告 You never told me, and 你没有告诉我 match up. Again, 你 is you, 没有 is never, 没有 is never, told me is 告诉我, and again, 你 is you. 参加过我恨 Rachel 是 and okay, we've talked about this I hate Rachel club 我恨 Rachel 是 many times, so I'm not going to go through that. So a key word here in this 罗是我们交往了2年，你没有告诉我你参加过我恨 Rachel 是 Now 交往 is a very commonly used phrase, and it's just, you know, we went out, we came into contact. It's not always used in a dating sense. But if we just go to Google, which I've already done for time purposes, 交往, it is commonly used in, so I just type in 交往 in sentence. So 男女交往最忌讳什么？忌讳什么？ So when men and women, female, male, so male and female strictly are going out, what are they most what do they most care about kind of thing, or like what do they most have a problem with? And there are videos on, so most of this is in a dating context. 交往3年才懂, so it's about like people who went out for 3 years, blah blah blah. And this one, however, isn't one on dating. It says 人际交往 is basically human relationships, kind of like a social skill. And this is like MBA, 智库百度. So, and it says 实际上人际交往是商品交换的 blah 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 blah. And so this is actually not used in a dating sense. It's just talking about people socializing, 人际交往, which is you know, relationships between people. All right. Okay, so what's next? Will then says, you went out with her, we had a pact. 你跟她交往过，我们说好的. So again, you and you and 你 match up. 跟她交往过. So 交往 and went out, match up from previous. 跟她 is with her. 跟她过, so before. 我们 and we match up, and then had a pact in this direct translation is 说好的, which is we had like we made a promise to each other. So in 说好的 is now 说好的 is a phrase that's used quite often. 说好的 is here. If you just do a Google Baidu search, there are so many sentences. Now, from these sentences, for instance, this one is quite commonly used words. 说好，今晚去看戏，你说好了吗? So we're going to watch this play tonight. Have we agreed? So 说好的, it kind of in this sentence, Will is saying 我们说好 as in like we had a pact, but it can also be used interchangeably with we had an agreement. Now, if we go back to this video here, I actually jumped ahead. I
For
didn't
2
realize.
years, and you never told me you were in an I Hate Rachel club.
You went out with her? We had a pact.
Okay, so that's basically I jumped ahead 3 sentences. But yeah, so we're at the sentence. We're at the part where it says we had a pact, and the next couple of words.
That was in high school. It's not like it was binding forever.
Then why did it have the word eternity in it?
Okay, Monica, did you know about this? I swear I didn't. Hey, is that why you guys used to go up to your bedroom and lock the door?
Yeah.
A little relieved, I gotta say.
Okay, so let's stop that there and let's go on to the next. So Ross says it was in high school. It's not like it was binding forever. 那是高中的事了，又不是永久的约定。Now it was and 那是 is in one sentence, like they match up. In high school and 高中 it matches up. I don't know why this is in blue because high school is in yellow. High school is not a name. It is high school means 高中. It's not like it was like it was. It's not like it was is 又不是永久的约定。约定 is matches up with 约定 is kind of matches up with binding in this context, and forever is 永久. So again, 永久and 约定 are commonly used words. Now 永久 I have here is it would be a good word to Google. Now let's have a look if I have this open. Youngju or Google, or you could do a YouTube search here. As you can see, Youngju 产品公司. Okay, so there's a forever products company, forever living products company. One of the things I would say about this YouTube search is there are a lot of videos here that talk about permanent residency. So, for instance, 外国人永久居留管理条例解读。So 外国人永久居留管理条例解读. So that's like a lot of these videos. A common trend I found in the titles was having foreigners permanently living in, I think it's China and everything like that. In this sentence, I think it's probably Beijing. So a couple of videos that talk about permanence and eternity, that's what you would use it. So I guess in some of these videos, one of the things that you will find is 永久居留 means permanent residency. Okay, so next is 约定. 约定 I've also got open here. What I've written is you should Google it. Now 约定 is an agreement. So 他们约定不久见面. So 约定 if you see here, it means to agree on something. So 在约定的时间他不在那里. So this is saying, okay, we agreed on the time, but she wasn't there. So 约定, 如期的约定时间或到约定时间为止偿还或完成的. So it's pay to accomplish at the appointed time. So a couple of sentences. If you just do a Google search, I did a Google search and this Yellow Bridge website came up. Okay, next. Will says, then why did it have the word eternity in it? 那为什么里面有永远这个字眼? Then why is matches up to 那为什么? Then why means 那为什么? Did it have and 里面有 match up the word eternity. Okay, eternity again means 永远, and we've already broken down eternity or forever before. 这个字眼. So 这个字眼actually means the word. So the word means 这个字眼, the word. And then Rachel says, Monica, did you know about this? Okay, Monica and Monica here, yellow, that matches up. 你知道 is 你知道 did you know 这件事吗 about this. About this is 这件事吗 Monica says, I swear I didn't. Is that why you used to lock the bedroom door? Okay, so if we're just gonna this, I swear I didn't. Is that why you used to lock the bedroom door? What? And I match up. 发誓 is swear. Match up. I didn't. 不知道. So he's saying 我不知道. So Monica says 我不知道. Is that why? 所以 is that why? 所以 is that why? Match up. Kind of means because. 所以 kind of actually means because, but in this context they match up. 你们才会. 你们 is should be translated as you two, or because it's not just a singular you, like it's referring to Brad Pitt and Brad Pitt and Ross, or Will and Ross. 才会把门锁上. So lock the bedroom wall, and 把门锁上 is matches up. And then 发誓 is swear. So I've taken a YouTube heading, and this one's pretty good. It's about this guy who talks about, now this guy is quite advanced. He's a native. He does political commentary. I've never watched any of his videos. I just typed in 发誓 into YouTube, and this guy's video came up. Now, I don't want to watch the whole video because this video is quite advanced, and plus it doesn't have any subtitles. So you really need to be quite advanced to understand, what he's talking about. But how it's being used is 美国人发誓推倒中国防火墙. So in this context, it's very political. It's saying the American people, so 美国人发誓swear they will destroy, or 推倒 is kind of like destroy. I think there's a more precise way of saying it, but 中国防火墙, which is the Chinese firewall. Right. Okay. So the next one says, Ross says, yeah, and which is like 对. So 对 and yeah match up. And then Monica says, a little relieved, I gotta say. 松了一口气. A little relieved and 松了一口气 match up. A little relieved and 松了一口气 match up. I gotta say, 我得说, and I gotta say match up. So again, there's a bit of in terms of, a little relieved is the back end of the Chinese sentence. I gotta say is the back end of the English sentence, but it's put it to the front of the Chinese sentence. So little relieved, I gotta say, is 我得说我松了一口气. Now, 松了一口气, a little relieved, is a common colloquial word that's being used, and I've taken a YouTube link here. And if we go to seconds at 12, it's this is some animated video. Again, a lot of these videos I found have been quite political. And it's saying how Trump has 松了一口气, is a little relieved at 欧盟调查报告 at the European report 没有证据不起诉. So I'm going to play this animated version, but if you just read the whole sentence, it's basically saying 特朗普, which is Trump, 松了一口气 which is a little relieved, what Monica said. 而欧盟调查报告没有证据不起诉 which is saying Donald Trump is relieved that the European report has revealed that there's no evidence and they won't take it further in terms of a legal 不起诉 is actually a very legalistic sense.
松了一口气。通俄门调查报告没有证据，不起诉。大家好。
Okay, so that's the beginning of it, and so that's basically that part. Okay, so now let's watch the rest of this video.
Look, Rich, I'm sorry, okay? I was a stupid kid, okay? The only reason I joined
Co-founded.
co-founded the club was that I was insanely in love with you. Obviously, I didn't handle it very well. But if you think about it, the I Hate Rachel Club was really the I Love Rachel Club.
Except that it was really the I Hate Rachel Club.
Okay, so let's stop that there and go on with it. Look, Rach, I'm sorry, okay? I was a stupid kid. The only reason I joined is 听着 Rachel, 我很抱歉，好吗？那是个愚蠢的孩子。我会加入社团是因为Okay, so I don't know why this is in yellow. This should not be in yellow at all. Oh, right, okay, yep. Okay, 听着 is look. Okay, so it doesn't match up with look, but in this sentence it does. Now, because 听着 means to listen, and essentially in English, right, Ross could have easily said, listen, Rach, but he said, look, Rach. So it's a contextual thing, but it's in terms of translation, it's incredibly wrong, but the meaning has been translated well by whoever subtitled this video. 听着 means actually to listen, but you could have said, but essentially that's what Ross was saying, even though he was saying, look, Rach, and Rach is Rachel. Okay, Rach. I'm sorry, okay. So I'm sorry, okay, matches up with 我很抱歉好吗 means okay, so I should break that down further. So I'm sorry is 我很抱歉 okay is 好吗 I was a stupid kid. And it doesn't say 我是个愚蠢的孩子 He's saying that at that time I was a stupid kid. So 愚蠢的孩子 and a stupid kid match up. The only reason I joined, the only reason. Now, only hasn't been translated in the Chinese version. It's just saying, I joined. So in this word, it matches up to this sentence here. 我会加入社团是因为 the only reason I joined. So it doesn't entirely match up, but it's saying I joined. So if you were to translate this from Chinese to English, it would have been like the reason I joined because. Okay, 是因为 is the reason. 我会加入 is I joined. But the meaning is there. And Will says co-founded. Now co-founded and 一起成立, sorry. Co-founded and 一起成立 match up. Now, with a lot of entrepreneurial culture in today's world, that's a very commonly used word. So co-founded means 一起成立. 成立 means founded. I haven't really looked up an application for it because it's mostly just used like I said in the entrepreneurial sense. I founded a company, 一起成立一个社团. Co-founded the club was that I was insanely in love with you. Obviously, I didn't handle it very well. If you think about it, the I Hate Rachel Club was really the I Love Rachel Club. Okay, so that's a very long sentence that we need to break down. So, okay, co-founded, right? And 一起成立 match up. 我一起成立那个社团是因为我 那时疯狂爱着你。对，是因为我那时疯狂的爱着你 matches up with I was insanely in love with you. 显然 and obviously match up. Obviously match up. 显然我 obviously I handle it 处理 and handle match up. 不够好 is not very well. Okay, so very well is 很好，不够好 is not very well. 如果你仔细想想 if you think about it, and 你仔细想想 match up. 我恨Rachel 社 which is I hate Rachel Club matches up with 我恨 Rachel 社 is I hate Rachel Club. 其实是 was really and 其实是 match up. 我爱 Rachel 社 I love Rachel Club. So if we were to say that whole handful of things that Ross was saying in one sentence, it would be how to read this sentence. 一起成立，我一起成立那个社团是因为我那时疯狂的爱着你。显然我处理的不够好，但如果你仔细想想，我恨Rachel社其实是我爱Rachel社。All right, next. Will says, except that it was really the I hate Rachel Club. 但他 except that it was really is 但他真的是 is except that it was really 我恨 Rachel 社 okay again I hate Rachel Club and I love Rachel Club match up next is okay let's have a look
Okay,
at
so what? You guys would just like get together and like just say mean things about me?
Well, we did a little more than that.
No.
What else did you do?
We started a rumor.
What rumor? Oh, come
okay let's just stop there. Okay, so I think, yeah, so that's almost the 3rd minute of the whole video. So let's just stop it there and go through that. Okay, so you get together and like just say mean things about me. 难道你们就聚到一起说我的坏话吗? Okay, so get together. So 你们 and you match up. Get together and 就聚到一起。聚 is means together. And like, just say mean things about me. 说我就是说我的是坏话吗？坏话 means mean things about me. Yeah. So mean things and 坏话 match up. And some of these things these sentences don't match up because the sentence structure has been changed. But in short, 一起说我的坏话 means just say mean things about me match up. And then Will says, we did a little more than that. And although this is a direct translation of this, there's no direct translation between these two lines because there's no matching because 不只是那样 is directly translated, I would say, is not only that, but you know, yeah, and if you were to translate, we did a little more than that. It would be like 我们做的更多. So there's no matching, but in this context, it is matching. And then Ross says 没有. No. What else did you do? Phoebe says. 你还做了什么？还做了什么？还做了什么？还做了什么 match it. What else? 还做了什么 means what else? Match up. Did you do? You and 你 match up. Okay? Next. Will says, I think this is the last part. Yep. So in the last line, we're saying Will says, we started a rumor. 我们散布了一个谣言. Now, 谣言 is a commonly used word, and it matches up with rumor. So you can just draw an equal sign. Like 谣言 means rumor. We started now started and 散步 don't exactly mean the same thing, but in this context, it kind of it doesn't lose the substance of it. So 我们散布了一个谣言 is we started spreading a rumor. So 散步 is again a lot of the video I did find on YouTube was quite a political video. Now, so I'm just going to show you the final one I showed. So at 21 seconds, they talked about a lot. So this is essentially saying the whole context of this CCTV news article saying, you know, America's been spreading a lot of rumors about China spreading the COVID-19, I think it was. Oh, the Wuhan 肺炎谣言. So it's about the Wuhan virus. So if you just watch this, all of this is a series of clips that says spread.
散布谣言者
散布谣言者被依法查处。
Okay. So what this general sentence here is saying is that the person who spread the rumor whoever has spread the rumor about this virus has been punished. And this part is the whole sentence is, if we look at this sentence,
散布谣言者被依法查处。
so what she's saying, this is at 24 seconds, is the whole sentence. 散布谣言者被依法查处. So, which is saying whoever spread the rumor, the person who spread the rumor has been punished. And yeah, so that's the third sentence of the video. Now it's your turn to dub. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and make sure to click on the subscribe button.